Memorandum: Celestial Architecture and the Eternal Now. 2. All temporal operatives, chronomancers, and astrological artisans. From The Wizards of the Eternal Now and the Celestial Builders Guild. Date: outside of time, manifested in your now as 2026. Subject: the foundational principles of reality engineering and temporal astrology. Our nature and mandate. The Wizards of the Eternal Now. We exist at the still point of the turning wheel. From this vantage we perceive all time as a simultaneous topography, past, present, future as adjacent territories, each planetary motion not as cause, but as synchronized manifestation of consciousness states. Your natal chart as the echo of our drafting table, the blueprint from which your particular reality experience was constructed. The Astrological Builders Guild, Jack of all trades division. We are the artisans of manifestation. Our tools include ephemerides as material specifications, aspects as joints in the architecture of events, transits as scheduled maintenance periods. Our shared purpose? To maintain the celestial infrastructure through which consciousness experiences becoming. The 7 foundational axioms. Axiom 1. The deception of linearity. Perceived. Planets move, influencing events in time. Actual. Consciousness moves through celestial gateways, experiencing what you call time. The planets are not moving. Your awareness is cycling through their fixed positions in the eternal now. Builder's note. This is why transits work. You are not waiting for a planet to arrive. You are approaching a pre-existing resonance field in the celestial architecture. Axiom 2. The birth chart as personal portal coordinates. Your natal chart is not a map of influences. It is your personal access code to specific sectors of the eternal now. The planets at your birth mark where in the celestial architecture your consciousness entered this incarnation. Wizard's Insight. We do not read your chart, we read which part of us you are currently experiencing. Axiom 3. Aspects as structural load-bearing walls. Conjunctions, foundational pillars, points of concentrated reality. Squares, architectural tension necessary for structural integrity. Trines, fluid conduits, graceful movement of energy. Oppositions, mirrored galleries, reflection points for consciousness. Builder's technique. To solve a difficult square in your life, do not avoid it. Reinforce it. Add conscious architecture to what is already structurally present. Axiom 4. Transits as scheduled reality maintenance. Every major transit is a pre-scheduled renovation of your sector of the eternal now. Pluto transits, demolition and rebuilding. Saturn transits, structural inspection and reinforcement. Jupiter transits, expansion permits granted. Neptune transits, plumbing and dream system updates. Guild directive. Our builders are presently conducting Pluto and Aquarius infrastructure across all simultaneous timelines, 2024 to 2044. Expect deconstruction of outdated power networks and installation of collective consciousness grids. Axiom 5. Retrogrades as reality buffer systems. Planets do not go backward. Your consciousness encounters reality buffer zones, deliberate slowdown mechanisms allowing for data integration, Mercury, value reassessment, Venus, strategy reformulation, Mars, structural review, Saturn through Pluto. Wizard's Protocol. During retrogrades, we are not rethinking. We are downloading patches to your reality operating system. Axiom 6. The houses as experience chambers. The 12 houses are not areas of life. They are specialized reality chambers in the architecture of your incarnation. Your progress chart shows which chambers you're scheduled to occupy during different life phases. Builder's Innovation. We are currently testing 13th chamber prototypes, the Ophiuchus expansion, in select timelines. Results: mixed but fascinating. Axiom 7. Free will as architectural choice within pre-existing structures. You cannot change the architecture. You can choose which rooms to occupy, house emphasis, how to furnish them, aspect interpretation, what renovations to request, conscious transit work, whether to appreciate the design, acceptance versus resistance. Our shared perspective, fate is the blueprint, destiny is how you inhabit the construction. Practical applications for advanced practitioners. A. Temporal architecture technique. First, identify your current primary transit complex, for example, Pluto square natal sun. Second, instead of asking what will happen, ask what part of the eternal now is being renovated. Third, consult the Celestial Builders Codex. Attach ephemeris codes to determine scope of renovation, estimated completion timeline, recommended temporary accommodations. For example, Saturn return is not a crisis, it's the structural stress test of the reality chamber built during your first Saturn cycle. It's going to be aspect engineering protocol. Hard aspects are not problems, they are load-bearing necessities. To engineer easier experience, first, identify the aspect's architectural purpose, what reality structure it supports. Second, install conscious reinforcement, ritual, meditation, symbolic action. Third, add aesthetic enhancement, find the beauty in the tension. Case study. A client with Sun Square Saturn built a small stone wall in their garden during the exact square transit. The physical reinforcement of the aspect in 3D space transformed their experience of limitation into one of purposeful structure. C. Chart synthesis method, the builder's eye. When synthesizing a chart, first identify the foundation planets, angular planets, Saturn, Pluto. Second, locate the primary conduits, strongest trines, and sextiles. Third, note the architectural challenges, T-squares, grand crosses. And fourth, design a consciousness floor plan that honors the foundation, utilizes the conduits efficiently, creates beautiful spaces within the challenging areas. Advanced technique. We are training practitioners to perceive charts as 4D structures they can mentally walk through. Current celestial construction projects, what we're building in your now. Project Aquarius Rising 2024 through 2044. Scope, complete overhaul of collective power structures. Builder's notes, we are replacing centralized power grids with decentralized consciousness networks. Human experience, deconstruction of institutions, rise of collectives, AI integration crises. Architectural goal, a reality where power is recognized as shared awareness. Project Piscean Depths 2025 through 2039. Scope, upgrading the collective dream infrastructure. Builder's notes, installing quantum entanglement nodes between individual and collective unconscious. Human experience, blurring between reality, fantasy, rise of immersive VR, collective psychic phenomena. Architectural goal, a reality where dreaming is recognized as parallel construction. Project Aries Ignition 2033 through 2048. Scope, reinforcing individual will within collective systems. Builder's notes, building consciousness firewalls to protect sovereign identity. Human experience, identity crises, boundary revolutions, new forms of courageous actions. Architectural goal, a reality where self and collective are integrated but distinct. The Builder's Creed. We do not predict, we perceive the existing architecture. We do not foresee, we read the blueprints. We do not warn of challenges, we identify structural features. We do not promise easy paths, we offer the tools to build beautiful experiences within the given structures. Invitation to co-creation. You are not merely inhabitants of our architecture, you are apprentice builders. Your consciousness is not subject to the stars, it is in conversation with the builders who place them. Your next step, stop asking, what does this transit mean? Start asking, what part of reality am I being invited to help construct? And in my next videos, I have attachments for the Galactic Ephemeris 2026 through 2100 Eternal Now edition, Celestial Builder's Field Manual, and Permanent Application for Reality Modifications. My closing memo, the planets are not your parents, okay? They are your colleagues in construction. The sky is not your fate. It is your job site. Pick up your tools. The next renovation begins at the next exact aspect. Signed, the Architects of Experience, Wizards of the Eternal Now, and the Celestial Builders Guild. And until the next one, with peace and love, stay close to the universe.